finish with you on this, by taking you back to the same issue of the pools of issues.
Yes, go on.
Are you aware that the IBC actually recruits a number?
Including even supporters.
Yes.
Would have told us.
Did they see colleagues at Mondo?
Now that is why we need a scrutiny here,
Mr. Kariuki. So you are seeking for scrutiny with the hope that in the course of the scrutinizing, you will find that that Collins voted. That's
because we are disputing that he never voted, while we know he voted.
I'm not disputing, I'm asking you.
Yes, he voted.
Did you see it?
We were told by our agents. Our agents, our representatives.
Has he found evidence? The one who told you. Has he found evidence to this effect? Yes or no?
No.
Prayer number B of prayer number 4. I think I'll jump to this one. It's tied to the first one. Did any Kim's gadget or Kim's kit fail to close after the close of the voting? The polling day, it does not. I don't want you to take the entire day as you produce it. We'll look at it when we come to doing our evidence. But you are saying, it's okay, I'll not go to that. I'll come to that. In the same prayer you are talking of, you want to establish device failure logs. You confirm there was no key which has failed. Device failure logs true.
Come again.
You are looking at the records of Kim's kits which failed in that prayer. Of Kim's kits which failed in that prayer.
Yeah.
Other than the one you say it has identified somebody as being registered in another constituency. Do you have any other issue with these schemes in terms of the way the identification was?
The problem I have is case in point is Mondo. Collins is there.
Collins voted at Mondo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you see him vote?
He voted.
Did you see him vote?
Commission and the writ is very clear here, saying that nobody was turned away. Everybody was allowed to vote. Collins could not have come just at the Mondo.
Commissioner Derito is not on the written response, Mr. Kariuki. It is you I'm dealing with.
In fact.
And he does not mention Collins. She does not mention Collins. So I'm asking you, how did you know Collins has voted?
But voting is local, Your Honor. We are told this person is not registered here.
The fact of registration and the fact of voting are two different events.
And we can also even look at the photos of
Excuse me, Mr.
You know whether the person is registered there or not.
Yes, but today I want us to be straight to the point. How did you know Collins has voted at Mondo so that you can give him as an example of the
when an alarm was raised? We used our intelligence to find out.
Did you have an agent in Mondo?
Yes, we had. Including even supporters.
Yes.
Would have told us.
Did they see Collins at Mondo?
Now that is why we need a scrutiny here,
Mr. Kariuki. So you are seeking for scrutiny with the hope that in the course of the scrutinizing, you will find that that Collins voted. That's
Because we are disputing that he never voted while we know he voted.
I'm not disputing, I'm asking you.
Yes. We were told by our agents. Our agents, our representatives.
Has he found evidence? The one who told you, has he found evidence to this effect? Yes, to this effect? Yes or no?
No.
Prayer number B of prayer number 4. I think I'll jump to this one. It's tied to the first one. Did any Kim's gadget or Kim's kit fail to close after the close of the voting?
I don't know.
You don't know. Now let's go to prayer number 5. You are seeking to scrutinize the Kim's kit. The serial number is written therein, which was used to register Collins Murioki at Mondo Primary School. True?
Yes, Your Honor.
The IBC has found evidence to show, and I hope you have looked at the evidence which we have found, specifically the evidence of the first to second to that respondents, to show that this registration Kim's kit was not used in the voting. Have you looked at our evidence to that effect? That the Kim's kit which you list in prayer number 5 was not used in the by-election. In fact, it was not used in Embu County. Have you seen that line of evidence?
He was registered in Kiambu, but he came to vote in
Very well. Now, do you still want to scrutinize Kim's kit which was used for registration, not for voting, for registration in Kiambu County?
Yes, to see, so that we can be able to establish maybe there are more Collins than we see here, who are registered there and they came to vote in Karish.
If this honorable court were to order the scrutiny of the Kim's kit for Mwandu polling station, which was used on the by-election day, and we find this person called Collins never voted, what should we take of your evidence? Because you have been extremely adamant that Collins voted.
So assuming also.
I'm asking you, you are the witness.
I'm not assuming me, I know he voted.
The court should take you as a pig. I arrested. Lying at oath.
No, I only lie when I'm singing.
Very well. Very well. Now, other than Mondo, in prayer number 6 of that notice of motion, you have listed so many other polling stations where you want the Kim's kit to be scrutinized. Prayer number 6.
Yes, I'm there.
Other than the one we have dealt with, you have listed so many other stations, again, where you want IBC to avail the Kim's kit to be opened so that we can see how it dealt with those other polling stations. What is your issue with those other polling stations vis-a-vis the queues?
There was a very high number of assistant voters. And Your Honor, if this is the only way we can know those unidentified voters, if you open the queues, vis-a-vis the boxes, we scrutinize that, we will be able to see how many unidentified voters, even including unidentified voters from outside, because they must have voted in this election.
We wanted those stations scrutinized so that you can see how the assistant voters voted,
so that I'm able to identify them and where they come from, very
well. From your understanding, so that you can raise this claim, how does an assistant voter vote from the time they enter the polling room where they are voting, so that we can see how the schemes is coming in?
Your Honor, you see the problem with these schemes is that
No.
that is where I am. Let me make up my case.
When a voter comes to the polling station, let us assume this is the polling station.
Yes.
And if the voter says, I'm an illiterate, how is this voter processed? How is this voter processed?
If you say you are illiterate, first of all, they will try to see whether you are a registered voter.
Very well. That done. Next, if you are confirmed to be a registered voter, next, what happens?
If you are not captured by the kids,
yes,
then you move forward to the issue of the form.
If you are not captured by the kids, if you are not identified,
you may not be captured by the kids, but you are registered voter there.
Hold on. If you place your fingers onto the Kims, the Kim has not identified you.
We will proceed to the manual register which was not there.
Hold on. Before we move to the manual register which you are not to.
How are we going to prove that this is a voter and he is not there?
You are not here to ask me questions today. I'm the cross-examiner. The voter has failed to be identified after placing the fingers on the gadget called Kims. The next step I'm putting to you is the ID of that voter. It has an ID number, true or false.
Yes.
Those details are then fed into the queues.
Yes.
And those details remove person who could not be identified through the fingers will pop up, after which your witnesses tell us the photo of that person is taken as they are raising the ID. True?
Yes.
You have any polling station where this procedure failed? Give me the details. Where a person came, placed their fingers into the Kims, the fingers failed to identify them, they were moved to the alphanumerics, the ID details are fed into the Kims, they also failed, so that then the voters register, which is you really like, became now at the point of call.
We have two voters at Chicago Social Hall who are voted and identified by force.
Voters at Chicago Social County. Yes, it's a long name. Were they processed when they came to the polling station?
They were not processed. They were not found there. They were around to vote by the pews.
But you was
a conspiracy.
This polling station, this polling center, has how many polling stations? Is it primary, Chicago primary or social?
Social hall.
Social county hall.
Yeah. In town.
I'm putting it to you that it has 3, not 2. The social hall county.
Thank you for correction.
Very well. So you know it has 3. Now, of these 3, in which polling station did this happen? Polling station 1 or 3, 2 or 3 or 3 or 3?
Can't remember as now.
You can't tell.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who told you that this has happened? Who told you that 2 voters that Chicago, Horn County have voted without identification. Who told you?
Our agent.
Which one?
I can't remember my name.
You can't remember who told you. Supplying those materials, so go to now. You know, are you aware that the member of National Assembly results are not transmitted? Are you aware of that? They are not transmitted electronically. Are you aware?
They are not.
You're aware it's only presidential election results which are transmitted electronically from the polling stations. You're aware?
At some point they will still use technology. But the time is set.
Yes, but you know that we do not transmit M&A results electronically. You know that?
Yes.
Your agents who are manning your polling stations, your agents, I want to believe they were your eyes, your most trusted personalities who are going to tell you what is happening in the polling stations. True. Did you train your agents? Did you train them? Did you do any form of training of your agents?
Yeah, we trained them to the best of.
Okay. I can see you even an chief agent who was superintending over them. True. Did you, as part of that training, require them to take notes of what is happening in the respective polling stations?
Yes, sir.
Did you require them to take notes?
Yes.
So that they could have something saying like notebooks or some form of record keeping. True. In the stations which you query, in the stations where you are clearly blaming the IPC and its officials, do you have any notes from your agents in the nature of evidence showing malpractices committed in those polling stations?
Me and Dr. But that I think it will be proved by our agents when they come.
Have you filed? You have a petition. Have you filed such evidence? Have you filed it as a petition? Have you filed?
Can't remember.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
In the course of seeking to scrutinize all these materials also, there is an issue and almost forgotten. You also seek to scrutinize a document called the polling station diary. Polling station diary.
Yes.
For the 134 polling stations.
For the ones that the court will allow.
Have you interacted with that document yourself? Have you seen the polling station diary for this by-election? Did you look at it? Polling station diary. You did not. I put it to you that a single polling station diary has that 80 pages. A single polling station diary has that 80 pages. You know that?
I don't know.
180 pages times 134 polling stations is what you want this honorable court to peruse in the nature of scrutiny of the polling station diary.
But we are
Yes or no?
No.
And what is it are you looking for in these polling station diaries? What is it are you looking for?
When it has one that hates pages, it doesn't mean that all pages are written.
What is it are you looking for in the polling station diary?
We want to see what was recorded during that day, whether even violence
You just
was
want
happening, whether it was.
you just want to see what was recorded.
Some places here we are
All
saying,
right, I've heard you. I've heard you. Just want to know what was recorded. Recruitment of polls officials. Now, are you aware that in the commencement of the recruitment of the polls officials, I'm talking here of the presiding officers, the deputies and the clerks, was advertised, opened. You're aware of that?
yes, it
It was advertised openly. And the entity that sought or rather advertised those vacancies is the first respondent. That is the IBC, not the IBC Embu County team, but the IBC head office. You're aware? True. Very true. And the applicants were to send their applications to that recruitment agency, the IBC head office.
right.
Which in turn submit its Embu team what will be called raw data of the shortlisted individuals.
Yes, Your Honor.
To be subjected to training so that those who will qualify will be deployed in this by-election.
Yes.
And that there was a form of training which was undertaken by IBC and its team. There was a form of training of these officers, right?
Yes, there was.
There was a form of training. And that the reason why this training is being done is so that we have into the polling stations personnel who are acquainted with the tasks which they are being sent to do. True. Which task involved interacting with the manual or physical forms on the one hand, and interacting with technology in the nature of KIMS on the other. Yes, it was primarily two-pronged, interacting with the physical process and with the technology. As a contestant in this race, would you have been happy to have a presiding officer who has excelled during training on how to handle the manual forms and documents, but has no idea how to handle the technology in the nature of KIMS? Would you have been comfortable with such a PO or a DPO or a clerk?
No.
Not at all. So notwithstanding that a candidate for the PO, DPO or clerk has undergone through the training and has in fact scored very well on the forms, how to do form 35A and that kind of thing, if that person cannot be able to interact with the KIMS or has skipped the KIMS training, you would not have wanted that kind of a person to be deployed to the polling station. Very true. This brings me to your witness known as Grace Joy Gaki. Grace Joy Gaki. Do you know that witness? Do you have a witness by that name? Do you know that witness?
Yes, she's here.
Who alleges to have been trained but was not deployed as a presiding officer. Do you recall that evidence or you don't? You don't recall, no problem. No problem, I'll leave it at that. Now, your party in this, your sponsoring party in this election was the Democratic Party, the DP.
Yes, Your Honor.
After the polls officials have been trained, did you ask your party, the Democratic Party, for the list of the trained, the list of the polls officials who are going to be deployed by the IPC? Did you ask your party, the DP?
No.
You did not. Do you know, as per the rules, the IBC was only obligated to give that list to independent candidates, which you were not. The list would only be given to the independent candidates directly and to the political parties. Are you aware of that?
I'm not aware.
You are not aware of that. Now, regarding the fourth respondent, is he one of the people you are talking about as having not been identified at Chicago Social Hall? Or
No.
whatever the full name it is?
No.
He's not one of them. Okay. But those you don't know them, the ones who are not identified, you don't know them. You don't know them. I want to finish with you on this, but taking back to the same issue of the polls officials.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you aware that the IBC actually recruits a number which is bigger than the required number, the number of recruits? Do you know it recruits more than it requires? If it requires 20 polling presiding officers, it might recruit or train 25 or even that. Do you know that?
I don't know.
Right. Do you also know, or are you aware that after these post officials have been trained, after the MBC and its team have gone through this expense of training, the candidates, the contestants, poach some of these and make them their agents, sometimes at better pay. Are you aware of that?
I'm not aware. Are you saying I make
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying some of these trained officials, the reason why the IPC is training more than the required number is because of some of them are poached by the candidates and converted into agents. You know, money is tempting. Do you know that?
I don't think that should be the reason. Maybe the reason could be one can fail and then maybe they bring another.
That's one reason.
But not
That's one reason. So do you look
the issue of corruption?
Can you therefore see the reason, the problem the IBC would find itself if it were to train the exact number and then come the polling day, it's unable to fully deploy. So it is a necessity for the IBC to train more than the number.
I agree.
The MBC does not train more than the number so that it can disadvantage any of the candidates. It trains more than the number to take care of eventualities which might pan out.
Yes.
Very well. And to accommodate this, to ensure that there is some form of fairness on the trained officers, some of the POs and DPOs who are not absolved as that ranking are converted into clerks. We're aware that some of them are trained as POs and DPOs, but on the day of the polling, they actually end up as clerks. Are you aware of that as well?
Not.
You don't know. I don't have close this level with this witness. Thank you very much.
Very good. Further cross-examination? Fourth?
Yes, my lord. Honorable Karish, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Machuba. For the fourth respondent, I'll ask you a few questions relating to your evidence and petition. I'll take you to your petition and I'll go sequentially. So let's look at ground number 4. Number 3, sorry. Ground number 3.
When you say ground number 3, you are at what page of this?
That should be page number 8, my lord.
Page number?
8 of the petition. And that should be paragraph 23.
Paragraph?
23 of the petition.
I don't know how your document is. What is the number? Mine is numbered page 8. Is looks like an affidavit. It's an application, but the petition itself starts at page 10. At paragraph 23 of the petition.
Yes.
Correct. It should be on page 17.
Yes, are you there?
I'm there.
Now you complain of irregular, opaque, and unlawful appointment and dismissal of presiding officers by the IBC, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that a function that was performed by the fourth respondent?
It's not. It's not.
Who in particular was dismissed unlawfully?
Can't remember, but there were some presiding officers who close.
You can't remember.
But I can't remember who in particular.
Did any of those who were dismissed file any case in the Employment and Labor Court?
I don't know, Your Honor.
I have no idea. How did the dismissal affect your campaign and election?
The microphone.
So my question is,
Maybe
Yes.
even one of these bundles can place it on top. These bundles.
so my question is, better. So my question is, how did these dismissals affect your campaign and election?
See the dismissal suspicious close to
How, the question is, how did it affect your election? That's the question.
is where I am.
Tell me how.
I'm saying when these officers are being dismissed close to the election day, maybe they are trying to introduce new officials who are correct to them. Maybe they refuse to budge.
So you're saying maybe you have no evidence that it happened.
That is why we are saying when you dismiss a person who is supposed to now to office tomorrow, and then you bring a new one, that is why we are trying to interrogate this matter at that point.
But you have no evidence that that happened. You're saying maybe.
I have no evidence.
You have no evidence. Thank you. And you have also no evidence that that affected your campaign and your election. Is that correct?
No.
You have no evidence.
No evidence.
Thank you. If you look at paragraph 24D, are you there? Paragraph 24D. You have talked of a number that was dismissed, correct? Paragraph D, 24D. You have talked of 20, right?
Yes,
Who are these 20? Have you particularized their names?
I haven't.
Do you know them?
I don't know them.
You don't know them. So where did you get this idea, this information from? Other 20? You don't know them.
I don't know them.
Where did you get information about 20 from?
I have to consult on this.
You're the witness.
I have to consult on this. And where is it?
So you're abandoning that.
Yes.
So that's not factual.
I'm part of that.
All right.
You can abandon that
Yes.
2040.
Yeah.
Now that you've abandoned that, are you also abandoning paragraph 25? Your belief? Paragraph 25? Cancels. The witness will answer.
I think what
Are you abandoning that paragraph? Is question yes or no?
yes.
Thank you. Let's move to round number 4. which starts at paragraph 26. Paragraph 26 of your petition. That's from paragraph 26. You're talking about failure to deploy printed register of voters. Are you there?
26.
Yes.
It's something different from what you.
Yes. The ground is titled failure to deploy
Oh, yes, yes.
the printed register. Now, let's start with your petition. One of the biggest bundles in your petition is a register of voters, correct? Where did you get that from?
The ABC photo is there.
You got it from the IBC portal.
And the biggest register also we imported from the headquarters.
So you got it from IBC.
Yeah.
You requested for a copy.
Yes. And it is clean.
Did you find the receipt in your petition?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
The document number? You can remember?
Can't remember.
You can remember. You have a copy of the letter requesting for a copy of the register?
Yes, it is there.
You filed it?
Yes, it is there.
All right. When did you ask for this register?
We are asking for this register, Your Honor.
When did you ask for it is my question. When?
By the time you were intending to file this petition.
By the time you're intending to file this petition.
Yes.
Not before the election.
Not before the election.
Not immediately after the election.
By the time you were intending.
That was December 22nd. A month after the election, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you ask IBC whether they deployed the register or not? Ask IBC that question? Yes or no?
Whether they deployed the register during the
Yes.
election.
Yes. Did you ask that question?
Yes.
You asked.
Yes, yes.
Can you see that letter? The letter where you asked IBC? That question? There's no letter. But you are aware, as at 8th of August, that the register that will be used in the by-election was the one published on the 21st June.
Right.
But you did not ask or buy a copy of that register, right?
No, we have a copy of the register.
Did you buy it as at 8th of August after that Gazette notice? Did you buy a register from the IBC?
I'm saying we bought the register for the purpose of this.
For the petition? Not for the purpose of the
It
petition.
will not have been necessary for me at that time.
All right. Thank you. Karish, you mentioned, allow me to call you Karish.
Yes, Your Honor.
You okay with that?
I'm okay.
Thank you. Now, yesterday you told us that you're a veteran political leader.
The veteran musician.
I'm not interested in music. I'm interested in political leadership.
Very well.
Thank you. And you say so because you've been elected MCA 3 times.
3 times.
Thank you. So that because of the 3 elections that you have won consecutively, by now you know how the KIMS and the register interplay. Do you?
I know.
You know. You therefore know when the physical register is used during voting.
Pardon?
And by now you know when a physical register is used during voting.
Yes, but it's a mandatory requirement, a statutory document.
So the answer is that you know.
Yeah, I know.
When is a physical register used during voting? In what circumstances is it used?
When I am always voting, I pass through there. First of all, I'm certain that I am a voter in that polling station. There is a clerk there with using a ruler for accuracy. Yes. Then you proceed. You are given a leaf, then you proceed to vote.
And that has happened in every election that you participated in.
That has happened in every election, including even the election of the ones, and not in the very not election.
So how are you identified as a voter yourself? Through the election?
Through kids.
Through cues. And because you identified effectively by the cues, was there any need for you to be identified using the physical register?
But it has been happening before you
Just
were.
answer my question. Was it necessary?
Yes, it was necessary. Because
Why? Why was it
Because-
necessary?
you can pass through the kings, think that it has captured you when it hasn't, then you proceed to vote, which is wrong.
The question was about you. You are effectively identified by.
Me, I was, yes.
So my follow-up question then was, in that case, was it necessary
For me,
for IBC to use the register to identify you? Yes or no? Yes or no, we do.
yes.
All right. Why do you say it was necessary to identify you once the kings had identified you?
Because it is a correct procedure for everyone. It should not be just because they know me that I can pass through. It should be for everyone.
Where do you find that procedure you're referring to? Where is that procedure to be found?
I'm saying during voting day.
Where do you find the procedure that you're referring to? You have referred us to a procedure. Tell us where we can find it.
I'm trying to say what happens during a voting day.
Just answer my questions, please. Where do you find that procedure that you have referred to?
It must be with the IBC.
Must be with the IBC.
Yes.
Now, the IBC uses laws and regulations. You are aware?
Correct.
And you therefore know that IBC, under the law, can only revert to the physical register when KIMS fail to identify voter. Are you aware about that?
When kings.
Fails to identify a voter. Are you aware about that?
I don't think so.
Yes or no? Either you
No.
know or you don't. Do you know that?
No.
Did you ask them in what circumstances they use the physical register? Yes or no?
You not ask them because I'm using it through.
You did not ask them. Did any of your agents ask IBC under what circumstances they would use the physical register?
No.
No. So you are satisfied with the process and procedures of that day?
I'm not.
You're not.
For myself as a voter, they would have been able to identify me because they know me. But what about outsiders who are coming from far to vote?
So you didn't go
The new
through.
faces.
So Karish, what you're telling us is that you didn't go through the kings. You just saw your face and said, "We know this guy," and you voted.
I've seen myself, I went through the queue. What about those who come from other areas? How could they have been identified?
if you look at paragraph 27B of your petition, what I'm saying there? Let's read what you say.
But some of the photos were not identified. Returned back to command for.
All right. Now, have you specified which polling stations that happened? Where did that happen?
They could be many, but we have only talked about.
Please listen to my question very carefully. I'm very specific. Not specific. Did you specify the polling stations where that happened?
All of them. No.
All of them? You did not.
No.
All right. So you don't know where that happened?
Case the point is here.
Likuyari. How many voted at Likuyari? Even after they were not identified by KIMS. How many voted at Likuyari?
I can't tell, but I know of the witness that I have. The rest I don't.
Who is that witness?
What is history?
Is she
voted.
She voted.
She is not vote.
She did not vote.
She didn't vote.
Did she tell you why?
Yes.
Why didn't she vote?
She was not able to vote because when she presented herself for voting, she was not in the KIMS kit, but for 2022 she participated in that election, in that polling station, only to find that she had been transferred to a place, I don't know, in Karish or somewhere else.
All right.
Yes.
So it's because the KIMS kid did not find her in the register. And she followed up her case. Right? She questions the
Yes,
election
yes.
officers.
Yes.
And she was given answers as to why she was not in the register, correct?
She will be able to say what she can say.
She's a witness, so, and this is based on evidence, so you must tell us what you know. So
No, she was just told that she cannot vote. She's not here. You were supposed to vote in the Karatina. Just that.
just that.
Yes.
Right. So other than Sicily, is there any other voter that you know at the query who did not vote?
I don't know any other one.
Only you know only that one.
I only know that one.
Any other station where that happened? Any other station where that a similar incident happened?
There is the social hall that we are talking about.
Who in particular was denied?
But we don't have
Who in
particulars of
particular?
the persons.
So you have not
Yes,
Pleaded that.
I say, yeah.
you have not pleaded that. So that's something you're bringing up now.
Not is there.
Where is
The
it?
particulars of by name, we haven't put, but we have still two photos.
And they are
It is
not,
here.
and the ones you're alleging at social hall are not your witnesses.
Yeah, no.
Not your witnesses. And you also did not raise the issue about them with the IPC, correct? It's not time. So you're really complaining that the failure to provide a physical register affected the voting because it was not possible to for voters, agents, and candidates to verify voter identity.
Yes, Your Honor.
During the voting process, who is mandated to verify the identities of candidates? Who has that mandate? Is that the law?
There is a presiding officer.
Presiding officer. Have you brought any evidence to show that any presiding officer was unable to identify any voter or candidate?
We are saying a case in
Have you
point.
filed any evidence about a presiding officer who was unable to identify the voter or the candidate as a man. Yes or no? Yes or no? Have you filed any evidence to that effect?
Yes, we have filed.
Show us that evidence. Please take us to that evidence.
There's nothing wrong with council assisting. That document is large.
Yes.
If it is there.
Please show us the evidence. We want to see it.
Yeah, my lord, the witness, this is Kirago Aducha. The witness clarified that what is there is stated in his affidavit. And he stated that those
Whose affidavit?
in his affidavit. So perhaps if the allegation in the affidavit is what is being sought, then we can get. But then what sort of evidence that is being sought? Maybe the name of the person, the ID of that person, that one is not here.
You see the question he answered, he said we have filed the evidence.
He has stated that in the,
He has stated that now.
in the affidavit and also in the petition.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he said that he does not, those people are not his witnesses.
So the answer is that other than in his petition,
Yes,
in the supporting affidavit,
yes,
he has no other evidence.
precisely.
If that's where the direction you need to go.
Thank you.
So you confirm that you have no evidence about the social motives.
Yes, other than the affidavit.
You have it in your affidavit?
Yes, it's here.
Okay, please stick it there. You insist you have it? Let's see that. All right, as you look for that evidence, I'll take you to paragraph I. Unfortunately, you have 20. Paragraph
I of the same paragraph.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
What are you saying there in paragraph I? Have you found the evidence you're looking for? Yes. Tell us what you're saying in paragraph I.
Thank you. Your Honor, what we are saying is that in the absence of a manual register, the presiding officers could identify anybody, including the ones that he doesn't know.
Now show us the evidence that that happened. The evidence that you're filed. Where is it?
A case in point,
Give us, show us the evidence, please.
we have money.
I don't want you to explain.
Collins.
I don't want you to explain. Just take us to the evidence.
Collins is there voted at money.
Show us that evidence, please. That the presiding officers allowed anyone to vote without identification. What you're saying. Show us the evidence that you filed for people who voted without proper identification.
We have Shiakawa Social Hall. And I think I will need to be assisted here so that I need
I am looking for the evidence that you had for this court.
Council, what is that?
There was there was a question of evidence, the one that we were looking for in the affidavit. And what you've come across is the affidavit of the person at Chicago Social Hall. That's what I'm just pointing out.
That's for the previous question.
The previous question? Yeah, the previous question. We've got the evidence.
What paragraph of your...
See, I don't know what is happening in the system. When he asks the question, it is going back to the...
Allow me to ask questions.
Your job is to answer questions.
Yes.
Thank you.
Show us the evidence in your bundle. It's page what? Paragraph. Page and paragraph, please.
This is my affidavit.
Yeah, my Lord, just to put it in perspective, the affidavit,
Is this an objection or I don't understand?
the affidavit we
Let's
want.
hear it first before we see what it is.
Yeah, my Lord, and thank you. The content of the affidavit that we are looking for, we have established. It is actually an affidavit of a witness. It's Isaac Morebi who will be coming to testify. So it may not be found in his affidavit, it was a mistake. It's actually an affidavit of another witness who we have lined up to come and testify, and it is Isaac Morebi.
One of the challenges we'll have if we continue that line of questioning counsel, this is a document, doesn't mean he knows every single page of it, If you want, you could give him several hours, he could look for it. And we can take that time, I don't mind, as long as you know you have 650 minutes is going. That's fair, whichever way you choose.
Fair enough, my lord. But my lord, it would have been very useful if he was to take us to the evidence so that he can indicate the page or the paragraph.
You know, you have a witness for that, and should be you come here for prosecution.
So what you should be saying, Mr. MBEERE,
Yes, Your Honor.
you should be saying that I recant what I have said about that evidence in my affidavit. It is actually in the evidence of one of the witnesses.
Correct.
So we can make that correction.
Yes.
Thank you. So as a person, you have no evidence about what you're saying here.
Yes, I think that's correct.
You don't have that. Thank you. And you also don't have any evidence that any voter was prevented from voting because of lack of a physical register. You don't have that evidence.
Again, Your Honor, I have a witness for that again for MBEERE polling station. Yes.
So we rely on that person. But
Yes.
you,
Yes.
as Karish, you
Yes.
have no evidence.
Yes.
And as far as you're concerned, it's only Cecilia who was not able to vote.
That's the witness I have. Names there could be more.
No. You're dealing with your petition, which is specific. You have
It's
no
only
other
Cecilia.
person. It's only Cecilia.
For the purpose of this case.
Thank you. So therefore, you agree then that your petition is misleading when you say that several voters were denied the right to vote. Is that misleading?
It's not.
So one becomes several voters.
No, you see, when a witness is coming to give witness, you may even give more.
All right. Fair enough. Let's move on to ground number 5 of your petition. The narrative begins at paragraph 29 of the petition. 5, ground number 5, the next ground. Where you're saying that there was third-party, unlawful third-party interference with the voter registration data. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you. Please confirm the outset that Leo Wamuthende is not the third party you have in mind in that ground.
He is not.
He is not the one you have in mind. Right. So who do you have in mind in that ground?
The IEBC.
The IBC. So the IBC is the unlawful third party. Who is the third party that you're referring to? That's my question. Who is the third party? that interfered with the voter registration date. Now that you have confirmed it's not Wamuthende.
No, it is not.
So who is this?
But the government was coming around.
Who is the third party? Just tell us
The government.
Government. You take that as your answer, whatever that means. How did you know the government interfered with it?
Because they were going around picking IDs of various voters. I don't know what they were taking. So that is how even the witness that I have lined up for this case, for Gikuyari, lost the capacity to vote.
You have told us it's the government. How did the government go around collecting voters cards?
You see these people,
Just tell us, just answer the question.
that is what I'm saying.
How did the government, the question is, how did the government go around collecting IDs, voter IDs?
Your Honor, you see, when during campaign time, Your Honor, or prior, even
Even as you answer, Karish, so that you don't spend a lot of my time, the issue is interference with voter registration. Please note that it's about
My Lord, Kirako Adota, maybe the witness can just be allowed to answer the questions because he gives an answer when my learned friend realizes that the answer is taking a different direction, then he cuts him short.
So I think you
it will be assisted.
leave counsel to ask his questions. Unless there's an objection. Is that an objection?
It's not an objection, it's only that when the answer is given and he realizes it's not
You will
favorable.
correct anything.
Very well.
Don't forget you have a chance to correct. You will correct. Just make a note of it and you correct it at re-examination.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, the concern is that when he takes us round in circles, I'm losing my time. And that's why I'm correcting him that the question here is third-party interference with voter registration, so that it doesn't take us to other issues. So my question is, who is this third party that interfered with voter registration? That's my question, very specific.
Your Honor, if a person is registered in Kiambu to come and vote in MBEERE North, is that not an interference?
You can ask me questions, just answer
It
my
is an
question.
interference, that is what I'm...
Who is this third party? You have told us it's government, so I asked you how.
There are some people who are aiding people to register somewhere else to come and vote in MBEERE North.
So how many people are registered?
You can't tell. It's what is here. It's going to be many, that is why we are seeking a scrutiny.
So the purpose of this scrutiny that you find evidence to
What evidence? You see the content. I'm allowed in law, I think.
But where you stand today, you only know of one case that was registered during the by-election campaigns. Is that correct?
That is evidence.
Is that correct?
There could be more, but that is evidence.
But you know of only one case.
But others, I don't know.
Please answer my question. You only know of one case, one person, right?
Yes.
Thank you. And that person is Collins Munene Muriuki, correct?
Yes.
And you know that Collins Munene Muriuki was registered by IBC.
Yes, it can.
And you confirm that IBC is not a third party in its own registration data, correct?
In this case, if it is affecting MBEERE North, how can we refer to it? Well, a registration in Kiambu, Your Honor, is affecting an election in MBEERE North.
So in that case, IBC was the third party you have in mind.
That is one case.
Okay, the second case?
The second case is when there are other people outside there
No.
who are aiding
Tell
people
us
to
the
register for
second
the
case. Tell us the second case, specific, please. I will not allow you to give us generalities. You brought a petition, so don't take us into
Let's
generalities.
stick with that.
Give us the second case that you know.
Let's stick with that.
So you only know of Collins Munene Muriuki.
Yes.
Thank you. you confirm with IBC that Munene Muriuki Collins indeed voted? Confirm with IBC?
He voted.
Did you confirm with IBC is my question?
I think the approval.
Did you confirm? It's either yes or no.
I did not.
You did not. As you stand there today, you have no evidence that Munene Muriuki voted. You have no evidence that he voted, correct?
But we have agents and those who
Just answer the question. If you have the evidence, tell us yes. Then I'm sure as where it is, or tell us where it
I may
is.
not have evidence here.
You don't have evidence in your invitation. All right.
Yeah.
And even if you voted, which you have no evidence of, who was the beneficiary of that vote? No?
You can't tell, but it is an irregularity.
Now, I want you to go to paragraph 31J of your petition, because you have brought in matters of fact there. Please read what you say in that paragraph.
Yes, I see it.
Yes, just read for us.
Section 3 of the Election Offences Act.
No. Paragraph 31J. 31J. J should be below. Right? Watch it. Yeah, overleaf. What are you saying now?
That the first respondent
Paragraph J, please. J. Read that paragraph, please.
that many more voters were added in more polling stations, including Shiakawa Primary School, Shiangara Primary School, Kapacha Primary School, Kune Primary School, St. Peter's Primary School, Kagari Primary School, Kanyambora Primary School, Marago Primary School, Keniri Primary School, Karwari Primary School, Baraga Primary School, and Kiadambo Primary School.
That's a statement of fact. Who or how many are these voters?
You can't tell unless you do a scrutiny. You can't
You also don't know.
I don't know.
All right. So you don't know who was added in these polling stations.
That is what we want to know.
That's what you want to know.
Yes,
So do you agree then that paragraph is not factual?
it is factual. Because there are a number of assistant voters in these polling stations, which
Karish, you're talking about added voters who are not in the register. Please don't convolute issues. Do you have the names of
we
the
don't have the names.
voters who are added in these
We don't
polling
have the
stations?
names.
You don't have the names. And you insist it's factual? That statement?
Yes,
It is factual.
it cannot be that it's not factual simply because we don't have the names.
So where did you get this
And we get the
information
names.
from? Don't ask me questions. Where did you get this information from?
We are saying these
Where
polling.
did you get that
That is what I'm
information from?
explaining. Then give me time to explain.
No, I
because
want you to explain. Just tell us.
Your Honor, you see, it is not a question of yes or no.
I'm
It's
not
a
asking questions.
It begs for an answer.
My question is, where did you get that information that you put in paragraph J from?
Because of the number of unidentified voters. The assistant voters was too high in these polling stations.
So now you've explained, now can you answer the question?
Where did you get that information from?
From IBC.
From IBC?
Yes.
Show us the correspondence from IBC.
The IBC is saying it's
Show us the
more than
correspondence.
1,000.
Show us the correspondence, please. A question.
Can only be yes.
Do you have it or you don't? Do you have any letter from IBC confirming what you say? Yes or no?
Yeah, my team will be able to prosecute that.
Right. So you say you have a letter from IBC telling you that they added quotas not in the register in those polling stations. That's what you're saying?
No, I know. There's no letter.
So there's no letter.
But we have information from IBC giving us the letter and
Yes, show us that information.
You see this?
So I'm asking, where is that evidence?
Is it somewhere in your documents?
Did you find it anywhere?
Mr. Witness? Do you have? Is it in your documents?
No, it is in this document somewhere.
Is it somewhere in the document?
Not in my.
It's fair enough for you to say it is in the document.
Yes.
So it's somewhere
Yes, it
in
is.
your bundle.
Yeah, it is there.
So we can look for it.
Yes, it is there.
What is deemed to have read the documents? So you can answer that, but if you can't immediately remember where it is, whether it's page 13, 22.
Yes, I can't remember where it is.
Because it's very critical information. When you put it there, keep it in your fingertips. And would have wanted to see that.
No, I cannot tell everything here.
Because you have identified very many polling stations where voters were added and they were not in the voters register. That's a very serious allegation. And that's why I'm asking for the evidence.
I'm saying it is in this document somewhere. And prosecution still continues. It will be proved in the fullness of time by my team here.
My Lord,
Is there a witness who will talk to that point?
There's a witness, and at the same time, this information is coming from IBC Warner. That these are identified voters, I mean, these are assistant voters, number is this, it is them who have put it here. And that is suspicious because the number was too high.
Okay, so just say then I can't find it.
my Lord, perhaps to assist.
I can't.
I think we can take a break now. I'll be interested in that piece of evidence. Let's take a break now so that the witness has the opportunity to look through his documents and show that evidence. Because he has made
It is in any event break time.
Yes,
I've been told by the court assistant.
so that when we resume, my Lord, we start from there. He
So
shows
you
us that
look for
evidence.
it. Are there any other things you wanted to look for? You can make a list. Because
Yes.
at this pace you will not get anywhere. And I would treat it the same way if I was a witness. But I'd be very happy with that type of question.
It's all right. But when he makes such allegations, my Lord, we want to see the evidence.
All right. So let's take a break.
It is his responsibility
For
to
that. Paragraph I.
that one
Sorry, J.
Yes.
That one J.
Yes.
Look for those names and that information.
Yes,
Get all the paperwork and bring it out of the cross-examination.
Thank you, my Lord.
Let's take a 30, how many minutes is supposed to be?
15 minutes.
A 15-minute break?
Mheshimiwa, did you find any evidence to support paragraph J? 1J of the petition?
Your Honor, the reason why I brought paragraph J.
My question is, did you find the evidence? That's what you're going to look for. Did you find it, yes or no?
Yes, for one.
Yes. Where is that evidence? Take us there.
Your Honor, there's no time to refer to most of the petitions.
Please, you have said you found the evidence. Take us to that evidence. Let's save time. Let's save time.
The reasons why I am
Karish, take us to the evidence, please. That supports your paragraph J, that voters were added in those polling stations. And tell us what you're reading, what page, what paragraph, so we can follow you. So please show us the voters that were added.
Your Honor, if you look at Mount polling station,
Sorry?
Mount polling station, is 399 voters. If you look at the Kings, it's 400. And I think that addition is coming from the dispute and polling. And when you look at the other polling stations that we have listed here, you find that the register, what is in the register, is not the same as what is registered in the Kings. But there are so many.
Mheshimiwa, just to refresh you, your ground talks about third-party interference with the registration date. That's your ground, right?
Yes.
Gone ahead to specify the polling stations where that third party interfered with the register. So my question was, and the reason why we broke was to allow you to find the evidence of the voters that were added by the third party. Show us that evidence, please.
It will not be because of all these polling
So you
stations.
don't have that evidence.
They point, but it can be proved later.
So you have not seen that
But
evidence.
as where I stand now, I cannot be able to provide express evidence.
So you don't have the evidence?
As at now, I don't have.
Thank you. That being the case, Commissioner, you wish to abandon ground 5. It's unsubstantiated ground.
No, I'm very sure.
You don't wish to abandon it.
Yes,
You stick by what you said.
I will stick by what I said.
Let's go to column 6. Here you're talking about violence, intimidation, disruption of voting. From the outset, I'm talking about ground 6, which the narration begins at paragraph. This one has no paragraph, but it's below paragraph 33 of the petition. Okay, you there? Ground 6, are you there? Why are you talking about violence?
Violence, number 6.
Okay. Please confirm to this court that Honorable Wamuthende did not assault anyone, did not intimidate anyone, he did not disrupt anybody. Confirm that.
No, I don't have assaulted anybody.
So who did?
Here we are talking about the government agents and the state officers
And
who are
those
causing violence. Whenever they went to a polling station, you are the ones who are causing violence. A case in point, I think, a case in point is Kaungu. Remember, there was even firing in the air, and the person also was injured or shot.
do you know who fired in there?
can't know expressly who fired in the area, but it's one of those people who came with those state officers.
Were you at Kaungu yourself?
I wasn't sure.
So who told you about the firing there?
We have a witness, even including the one who was shot.
Who told you? Is my question.
The witness who was shot.
The name is
Can't remember the name of him.
the person you were seeing yesterday?
Yes, yes, sir.
Somebody ready?
Somebody, I think so.
All right. Was he shot inside the polling center or the polling station or outside? Both.
According to the description of a polling center, if it is 400 meters, it was within the radius.
Was he in the polling center or polling station? That's my question.
Inside, no.
He wasn't inside.
Yes, well.
So he was shot outside the polling center.
Yes, well.
Have you filed any report to the police that the shooting happened on that day?
Yes, it did.
You have filed it in the petition.
Yes, well.
You have it in your petition.
Yes,
The OB number.
Yes, sir.
Have you filed any police report to support what you're saying that it is the armed guards? Yesterday you said it's the armed bodyguards of Tabata. Yesterday.
No, Your Honor, I never said that.
Didn't say that.
No, no, no.
But have you filed any police report on that shooting?
The victim reported the police, and yes, an OP number.
I'm asking you whether you have filed any
Myself,
police report in the petition. Yes or no?
I don't think so.
All right.
Mine is a personal.
You did not file that. You won at Kaungu polling station, right?
One at Columbia.
You're the one who won at Kaungu, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
But yesterday you said that the violence benefited Leo Wamuthende. How did he benefit when you won?
The violence.
Yes, how did he benefit at Kaungu in particular, where you won? How did Leo Wamuthende benefit from the violence?
But you see that the target of the force is not
Just
being
tell me,
based on Kaungu.
just answer my question.
We cannot-
Kaungu, please. The issue is on
Kaungu, I won.
Yes, my question is, how did Leo Wamuthende benefit from the violence? You said that yesterday. So I'm asking you,
He benefited because if there was no violence, more people would have turned to vote and would be having more
all right,
votes for that matter.
what was the percentage of the voter turnout at Kaungu?
Can't tell about it.
Was it 63%?
Can't tell about it. Maybe you can know that.
Right? Have you looked at the voting at Kaungu to determine that 63% is the highest turnout ever in that polling station? Have you checked those facts?
That's not a fact, Your Honor. You cannot base it 63%.
Just tell us whether you have checked or not.
No, I've not checked.
You have not checked. But I put it to you that that was the highest turnout at Kaungu polling station. Yeah.
It could have been higher than that. That is what we are
Wait
saying.
for my questions. What's your comment? That statistic.
It could have been higher. That's my comment.
What is the basis of your?
If there was no violence, because voting stopped for almost 2 hours, if there was no violence, then it would have been higher than it is.
So if the issue was that the violence suppressed the voter turnout, how sure are you that those who did not turn out were going to be in your favor?
Your Honor, what we are saying,
saying.
Your Honor, is that violence should not be used in an election. It's not a question of who won in this polling station.
Has anyone been charged in a criminal court over this violence? To the best of your knowledge?
No.
No. Did you record any statement yourself, a witness?
No, I am the candidate.
You did not record any statement?
Yes, I did.
All right. And you do not dispute the votes that you got at Kaungu polling station. You are okay with those votes that you got, right?
I'm okay, the way it
You are
is.
okay, thank you. So then, if you're okay, go to paragraph 34 of the petition. Go to paragraph 34. Do you wish to abandon that?
No.
No. All right. Let's go to ground 7. Your petition. Your narration begins at paragraph 35. Here you're talking about bribery, treating, and undue influence. If you go to paragraph 36A, you have specified a name there. Vigandoro. You can see that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you filed any evidence to show that he was Honorable Wamuthende's agent?
That was what no.
You have not filed it. How then did you know he was Wamuthende's agent?
It is from our internet.
Agents told you.
Our internet for that one.
Who are these witnesses and agents?
We have an agent for Kaungo, and that is why you got the information of what was happening there. Yes, sir.
No, this is at Kianamo.
Sorry,
Paragraph A is at Kianamo.
Yes.
Right? So did this bribery by this Ntegandoro happen within the polling station inside or polling center?
Close to the polling station.
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside the polling center.
Yeah.
Again, at paragraph C, you have identified one Mr. Kilinji. Have you filed any evidence to show that he was Honorable Wamuthende's agent? Yes or no?
I haven't.
You have not.
Yes.
Again, did he bribe, if at all he did, in the polling center, polling station, outside?
They were opening and distributing Kenya Revival in notes.
Yes, where?
Giving to votes.
Where?
So it is inside. Giving to votes.
So it was inside
Yes.
the polling station.
Yes.
We're talking at 36 what? B?
B. No, C, similar.
36C.
36C. So that was happening in the polling station.
Because you can see the issue
In
of
the
the
polling
key.
station, yes?
Yes.
Yes, all right. And you have a witness to come and confirm that? No, this is at Kaungu.
How?
Kaungu,
Yeah,
yes.
no.
No, we are at Kaungu. We are at paragraph C. Who is your witness? Who's coming to testify there?
Kaungo don't have a witness.
So this is hearsay.
Kaungo don't have a witness.
So paragraph C is hearsay, right?
At this point, you won't be able to prove your honor.
So you want to abandon that?
You can abandon it.
You're abandoning that. Thank you.
You abandon paragraph 36C.
Again, paragraph D, you're mentioning the fourth respondent, Honorable Wamuthende. What did he do? You're talking about direct cash inducements. Who was giving this cash inducement?
Your honor,
Who was giving the inducement? Just give us the names.
it's the government. Government state officers. For example, when they were campaigning,
Give us the names.
written in people.
Give us the names, please.
For example, the DP.
Deputy President.
Yes, Yes, he was the one who was saying that if you don't elect an African candidate, you not get
You have given us the name. So who did the deputy president bribe? Who
the
did
deputy
he
president is not in bribe,
He
but
did
we
not
say,
bribe. So do you want to abandon paragraph B? You want to abandon that as he has it?
we cannot abandon Your Honor.
All right. So you have evidence to show that the deputy president.
Finally, we will prove,
You have it in your petition.
will be even
You have it in your petition, yes or no? Yes or no?
in my petition now.
You don't have it in your petition.
Yes.
You go to paragraph E, you're saying that the bribery, the treating and threats were systematic. What evidence have you brought to show the system? Have you brought any evidence?
With me here, no.
There's no evidence.
Yes, sir.
So do you want to abandon paragraph E? Yes, again?
There will be,
Do you want to abandon, yes or no?
I don't want to abandon
You want to
because,
abandon, that's fine.
yes,
But you confirm overall that you have no evidence to substantiate ground 7.
yes, but I will produce witnesses.
You have said yes.
Later.
You are producing
Witnesses.
Who in particular?
Something. And witnesses first.
Because from the petition you have not seen any name. So who are you bringing? Would like to be clear on that.
Can't, we don't have time.
You don't have any name.
Yes. But it will come up when witnesses, such because examine the witnesses.
I have gone through your petition.
Yes, sir.
No. I have not seen any evidence or any witness talking about this. Who is this that you bring? Seen any person talking? Where did you get it from? None of your witnesses is talking about this. Where did you get it from?
Yeah, my Lord, I think when the answer is given that a witness will give a response to that. I think we will just wait for the witnesses. If no answer is given, then we
No,
leave.
you should answer. Witness should answer first.
Then we have
You
to
can't
do
just
that.
keep quiet. Otherwise, there's nothing for me to record.
Yeah, my Lord, you've already said.
So witness just stood there and kept quiet all what could be the evidence.
I have, Your Honor, I have said there will be a witness for that.
Yes,
Okay,
give us the name.
So I don't have the name.
What is the name?
We want the name of the witness.
Yes.
Do you know the name of the witness?
Can help you.
Then, my Lord, we have to go through the statement of 21 witnesses.
Counsel, sit down.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you know the name of the witness?
No.
Yes or no? Just say no. I can't
No, I
remember.
don't.
Don't panic. You don't have to have everything 100%. You will get a chance to correct everything that is wrong. Even if you say the wrong thing, you can correct.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But I put it to you that none of your witnesses talks about this. So my question then is, where did you get this story from?
But we are saying that there will be witness.
Unnamed witness, all right. Fair enough. Your petition after all. Let's go to ground 8. You're talking about exclusion of agents, opaque counting and tallying, and falsification of statutory forms. Are you there? Are you there?
I'm there.
From the outset, confirm that Honorable Wamuthende did not do any of these things. Confirm?
You can't communicate directly, Your Honor.
He didn't do it. Can you give us the name of your agent that was excluded from the counting, from the tally? Which agent?
Can't remember all that.
You can't.
Yes.
You have a witness to come and say they were excluded?
Yes, yes.
All right. In which polling station?
In negative police station, I have an agent for that. I have a witness for that, sorry.
Who is that witness?
Somebody in Gilbert.
But who?
Gilbert. There's only one Gilbert there.
Atigeti-Bore, he was your agent.
He was my agent.
Right. Do you have the other name so that I can verify now?
Can't remember the other name.
He was your agent in which stream? The body has two streams. Which stream was Gilbert?
I think stream one.
Stream 1.
Stream one.
Now, if you go to the IBC's bundle, we're looking at yesterday.
Yeah.
Lord, I'm looking at page 73. The IBC's bundle. Stream 1, I hope you have the bundle. Page? It's 73, my lord.
Page 72.
73. To save on time, Mheshimiwa,
Yes.
the agent, the DP agent at stream 1 was one Simon Ngame. There was no Gilbert. What do you say?
Yes, and I actually said that Simon was not my agent.
So who was the agent?
My agent is Gilbert. Wherever they got Simon, they will scream.
Now that we are at that point,
Remember in this conversation,
sorry,
there
wait
was
for
one-
my question. Wait for my question. Building on your answer, please tell us whether it was you or the DP that appointed agents.
Yes, it is.
Who between you and the DP? Democratic Party. Who appointed agents? Was it you or the party?
Both of us, me and the party.
Very good. Have you filed the appointment letter for Gilbert in your petition?
Must be there. Must be there.
Yes, I can see council is looking for it. Would like to see that. As the council helps you to get the appointment letter of that Gilbert, when did you learn that Simon was the agent at Kitibori Stream 1?
He wasn't an agent, that is what I'm saying.
When did you learn about it? My question.
I don't know, I only see it, I only saw it during when at the tallying center, when we got information that at 84, all our agents had been chased away. How they got Simon, we can't know, because Simon is just a supporter, he's not an agent. And we will
So,
prove it.
when did Gilbert tell you he was chased away from Stream 1?
During counting,
Or during counting?
yes.
So during the day, Gilbert did not tell you there was any problem at Kitibori or during voting. Is that correct?
Correct,
There was no problem with the voting at Kitibori.
correct.
Thank you. And during the voting, Gilbert was your agent.
Correct.
You found the letter of appointment? Gilbert? We're looking for the letter of appointment. Do you have it? Yes or no, please? Who did you appoint as your agent?
We have Michael for, that is for
We are talking about Stream 1, Mheshimiwa, please. Don't take us to where we are not.
you can continue looking for it.
So you have none.
It is there.
at the moment.
You can also look at dairy. You will see.
It's for you to show us, all right? You have disowned Namo, who was the Democratic Party's agent. So it's for you now to show us who you appointed, right? So my question was, this Gilbert, whoever it is, confirmed that he was present all the way from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. during. Now you're talking about opaque counting. Now that Gilbert was excluded from the counting, who told you about the opaque counting?
He told me there was no counting at
Who told you about it?
the same Gilbert told me there was no counting that took place at Gitiko.
All right. But he was excluded, so how did he know about it?
If it is being counted in his absence and he's his agent.
He's talking of opaque. He did not say there was no counting. You're talking about opaque, meaning that there was counting that went on, right? Just that it was opaque.
If they
So how
are,
did he know that and he was not in the counting hall?
if you have excluded your
Just tell us how he knew, because he was not in the counting hall according to evidence. How did he know?
are you going to you cannot agree with the results that are being counted in your absence and you are the witness. That is how it is becoming opaque.
Mheshimiwa,
Unless there is another meaning of the word opaque.
Mheshimiwa, this petition, you're actually the one who signed it, meaning that you drafted it. So you understand your own language. The language you have used is opaque counting. My question is, if Gilbert was excluded from the counting hall, how did he know it was opaque? That's my question. Just answer that question.
Because you should have been included as my witness.
All right. At what point did he tell you about the opaque counting? What time did he tell you?
It is during when the counting process commenced, when they were
Around what
testing.
time? Tell us the time. Because you know when you talk to him.
From 5.
From 5. What steps did you take to make sure that the counting was not opaque as a candidate?
There's nothing we would have done because already the area had been infiltrated by rogue youths.
Did you go to PETITION?
You could not have
Did you
access that
go?
area. Yeah, I did not.
You did not. So what steps did you take? What steps did you take to ensure that the counting was transparent?
There's nothing I did there.
You did nothing.
It was above my capacity.
That's okay. Did you inform your party?
Yes, I did.
What steps did the party take?
There's nothing.
Nothing.
That was happening and then we got to the tallying center.
Forget about the talent center. We'll come to that. So your party also did nothing about the opaque counting, right?
Nothing, only that we raised the issue with the returning officer during tallying.
But yesterday you told us that the counting was done in Hall 2. That's what you told us yesterday, correct?
What I said is that all votes for stream 1 and 2 were counted in one room.
Yes,
Which I can confirm whether it is 1 or 2. But they were done in one room. Your Honor.
It was done in one room.
Yes.
How did you know all this? You're no agent, you're not there, your party was not there. How did you know this?
I have a supporter who was there.
Oh, a supporter.
Yes. And he's a witness.
And the supporter was inside the polling, the counting hall.
He was there. You see,
In the counting hall.
and if you stand there on, near the window, you see everything.
So it was outside.
Was within.
Was inside the counting hall is my question. Yes,
Was
sir.
outside.
It was outside the counting hall.
Yes.
All right. But he was not your agent.
He was not my agent.
So how did he access the counting area without accreditation?
But that area, Your Honor, was even being assessed by the even
Just answer my
by the
question.
youth.
Just answer my question.
Even
Yes,
though the
please.
youths were there.
Please answer my question. We heard you yesterday, so just answer my question. How did he access it without accreditation?
First thing is local, so they know each other.
By
That
IDs.
is how we just ended there. And at the same time,
We are dealing
I am
with
getting information from two persons.
we are dealing with your petition. So just answer my question.
Let
How
me
did
make
he
it
access-
clear, if it is allowed.
How did he access the voting area without accreditation by IBC? That's my question. A very simple question. How?
He was not alone, there were so many. He was not alone. You know how counting is done.
And that you confirm was your supporter, right?
The supporter,
Uh-huh. So you're confirming to this court that your supporters actually invaded the polling station. Correct?
polling station.
Yes. The counting hall is the polling station. So you're confirming that your supporters actually invaded the polling station. Yes or no?
In fairness, there's nothing that he did. How I take is one in fashion.
He had no accreditation, but he found himself there. So can you confirm that it's your supporters who invaded this polling station?
They never
Yes or
invaded.
no?
They never
They
invaded.
never invaded.
Yes.
So did you protest to the IPC after you learned about the counting? Did you protest?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Where is the letter that you protested?
There was no letter, but when we raised the matter, the returning officer said that they had already signed
You raised the matter
We
where?
stopped at that.
Where did you raise the matter?
during tallying.
I'm talking about counting. Let's not confuse the two.
No counting, we were not there, Your Honor.
You are not there.
Yes.
So you did not raise any objection.
Yes.
All right. And this supporter who was feeding you this information also did not object at the counting.
Cannot object, you see, it's not accredited.
All right. So do you have a problem with the results that were announced to Kitiburi?
Yes, I have a problem.
What is your problem with them?
In fact, according to me, there's no election at Kitiburi.
Election or counting? I thought you told us the election went on without any problem.
No, what happened earlier to invalidate that process is what is making me say that there is no election. Because
I think you're confusing us now because you told us that voting went on without any issue, right? The only issue you had with Kitiburi was the counting. So can we stick to what you have told us?
I
What
stick
changed your
I
testimony?
stick to what I've said, but
Which
when
is-
it comes to counting, that is where now the hair broke.
Precisely,
Yes.
right? So, did you ask IBC to recount in your presence?
I was not there.
Did your party ask IBC to recount Kitiburi stream 1 or 2?
I say what I did is, Your Honor is only
Yes,
raised
sir.
the matter during tallying center.
Yes,
The
sir.
tallying center.
Did
That
the
is what
party
I
ask
did.
for recount?
No.
That's my question.
For it, no.
Do you know that the law allowed you to request for recount 2 times? Do you know that?
Also, your way around this thing, and he has already said he had no agent. He said, how could he ask for it?
Fair
You
enough.
are also picking up the particulars.
Fair enough.
Because I'm writing this thing over and over, it's,
Sorry, my
it
lord.
doesn't make sense. Do you know what is a polling center?
Fair enough, my lord. I'm guided. You talk about the tallying center. Who was excluded from the tallying center?
All agents.
Your agent.
My agents never.
Are you talking about the tallying center?
Tallying center at Shiakawa, where the results were pronounced, we didn't have any agents. We only had the chief agent alone.
Chicago what? What's the
Shiakawa,
name of the place?
Shiakawa secondary school.
Chicago Secondary School.
Shiakawa Girls.
Chicago girls. But you are present.
Yes, I was present.
And the tallying went on well.
Tallying went on well.
You have no problem with the tallying at Chicago girls.
I raised the matter where I had a problem.
You have no issue with the tallying at Chicago girls, right?
I have an issue because it was done also without my agents. And yes, and I was guided here that my agents was supposed to be there.
I'm asking you because you are present. you have a problem with what happened in your presence?
Yes, because there was nobody who could guide me. The agent was the one who could have guided me in case there's wrong results that are being posted.
All right. Now, the returning officer tallied the results from Getibori. Did you raise any objection?
Yes, we raised.
In what form did you raise that objection?
It is my chief officer who raised it.
Chief
But
officer.
the answer was that the agents, your agents have signed. That was the answer.
So you had a chief officer with you in the tallying center.
Correct.
Talk about the chief officer.
Chief agent, not chief officer.
So you are with your chief agent at the tallying center,
Yes,
and you raised an objection.
yes.
What objection did you raise?
We said that the category should be set aside because the tallying of results was done in absence of our agents. Our agents had been chased away, and therefore we do not believe that those were true results of that polling station.
All right. And I'm sure the returning officer referred you to the Form 35A for Stream A and Stream 1 and Stream 2 at Getibori. I'm sure the returning officer referred you to those forms.
Correct, we looked at that signature,
Thank you.
which was been disordered.
And at that point, you learned that your agent at Getibori was Simon Nama, correct?
Yes, and he's not.
My question is, you learned at that point.
Correct.
All right. Did you write any objection?
There is the objection.
Dezoning this agent?
I'm saying I raised the objection during tallying.
All right. Verbal.
Yes. Through my chief agent.
Through your chief agent. Yes. Now, yesterday you mentioned Cabinet Secretary Ruku at length. What was your case against Ruku? How did Ruku affect your election?
Your Honor, the Cabinet Secretary is one who ordered that, and there was a directive that tallying or counting of votes should not start until he comes.
Are you there when you give that directive?
My agent was there.
The same
Gilbert.
Gilbert? All right.
Yes.
What steps did you take when you had that?
There's no step, that is why I'm here, Your Honor.
Alright. And Gilbert was not, I'm assuming, maybe you confirm this. CS Ruku gave this directive to who?
The presiding officer.
Presiding officer.
Yes.
In stream 1 or stream
And he
2?
communicated.
Stream 1 or 2? Which stream? There were 2. Which officer?
Stream 1 agent.
Stream 1.
Where Gilbert was.
So that information was given to the presiding officer in stream 1.
And it must have been given to them because there's no point.
No, don't tell us that stuff. Just tell us what you know. Who was it given to?
The polling to the presiding officer.
Stream 1 or stream 2?
Both presiding officers are
Both streams, presiding officers. And Gilbert was in both.
Gilbert was not. There was another one called around Karish. Somebody karaoke who is not here.
Alright.
Yes, you.
Okay. And he's coming to give that evidence.
Yes, you can.
All right. Ground 9. You see that there was a broken chain of custody and lawful handling of election materials. Was this done by Leo Wamuthende?
Not Wamuthende, Your Honor.
Not Leo Wamuthende. So who did it? Who did it?
It is the respondent. It is the respondent who allowed
Yes.
people from outside
Yes.
to get access to election materials.
And by election material, you mean
On top of the votes.
the votes.
Yes.
So where did that happen? Precisely Kitibori. Any other station?
At Kitipoli.
Only Kitibori.
Yes, Kitipoli.
All right. So then you're abandoning paragraph 42A, B of your petition. Is that correct? You're abandoning that? Paragraph 42A and B? So that we are left with C and D. Is that correct?
Yeah?
Is that correct? You're abandoning paragraph 42A and B. 42A and B. A and B.
The all of this? No.
I'm talking about A and B, please concentrate. You have told us that that happened only at Kitibori, but in that paragraph you have Kaungo and you have Siani. So are you abandoning A and B?
What happened at
Are you
Sieni is
abandoning
different.
A and
No,
B?
I'm not abandoning Sieni. What happened at Sieni is something different.
All right.
Yes.
So what happened at Kaungo? Now that you're not abandoning it, what happened?
Allow me to abandon Kaungo, but meet in Sieni.
That is 42A
Yes.
that you abandoned. All right. So you maintain B.
Correct.
So what happened at Siani?
Sieni, Waona, you can see what happened. That unused ballot papers were removed, bundled and stored and secured and undeclared, without sealing in tamper-proof envelopes and without documentation in the polling stations.
So who told you this? Are you there?
We have a witness for that.
Who is that?
You'll be coming to testify.
Yes, who is that?
Can't remember his name.
Was he your agent?
Yes, my
The
agent.
agent. All right. Very well. And at Kitibori, the same thing?
At Kitipoli, I have a witness again.
So what happened at Kitibori in terms of security of the materials?
At Kitipoli, Waona, what happened is that when fire broke out, there was some fire that broke out, and immediately it was put off. So it did not damage anything. But what happened is that the boxes were removed and taken outside to an unmarked car, vehicle which was outside, within the outside space. Again, not the box from the room that had caught fire alone that was taken out. Even the other room which was not affected, also the box was removed and taken in that car, which had been parked in the compound. And for 40 minutes, the exercise stopping for 40 minutes. And when that happened, when these boxes were being removed, that is when the CS came. And he demanded to be shown the Democratic Party agents. And he allegedly saying that they were the ones who were trying
You're
to.
mixing up issues. We're talking about chain of custody.
That is what I was trying to explain, because
No. Let's
the
go
boxes
let's
are.
go systematically, please. Just listen to the questions. So,
My Lord, the witness is not being allowed to fully answer questions. He has been stopped as he was explaining the break, what happened in that particular station.
There's no
to the
requirement to
elections.
explain during cross-examination.
Much of it.
That's where the examination comes.
thank you, my lord. But you confirm that there was fire at Kitibori,
There was fire.
all right? And you also confirm that it was reasonable of the IBC officials to secure the ballot from the fire.
Yes, but the time they were removing, there was no
Let's
fire.
go slowly. Let's go slowly. You'll answer those questions. Do you confirm that it was reasonable of
It was reasonable, yeah.
Thank you. And therefore, there was no offense in securing the ballot from the fire. They did no offense in
Would
securing.
that be a position you can take? You see, only a judge can say it was an offense.
Well, he's a witness, so he can
I
describe
can't
the
say whether
offense.
there was an offense.
Fair enough.
I think one of the things I said in my ruling
Yes.
is that some of those big issues about offenses can only be determined
Yes.
in the courts that people suggested.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. But you confirm that after the fire was put out, the counting went on.
No,
There was no counting.
there's no counting.
Okay.
They delayed for more than 40 minutes.
But
If
resumed
you
after
need,
that.
if you need an explanation.
But they resumed after that.
After 40 minutes,
They resumed the counting.
yes, and we do not know what they were counting, whether it is the real, when the boxes was taken outside, were parked the vehicle, they took both boxes from stream 1 and 2, including even the one where there was no fire.
All right. Fair enough. As I leave that ground, perhaps you can tell us, did your agent who was present at the voting,
When we talk of streams, is that language still used? No. I think it's polling center, is it?
Polling station. Polling station
Uh,
is a room, polling center is the school.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I just needed that clarification. You can ask that question.
during the voting, during the day, so that can help us understand where you got this idea of ballot starting from. Did your agents tell you the ballot numbers or the serial numbers of the ballot papers that were used? They did not tell you. So you don't know the serial numbers of the ballot papers. Right. But confirm that all the time, even when the ballot papers were taken to the unmarked vehicle, as you said, it was IBC that was in charge of the material, and not anybody else.
You can't tell them, you cannot explain, because even those who are carrying the ballot boxes were not IBC officials.
How did you know that?
You hear it when a witness comes here.
So you're relying on your witness?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Finally, ground 10, where you say there was misuse of resources and abuse of public office. Who did this? Was it Honorable Wamuthende? Was it?
Not Honorable Wamuthende is not a state officer, Your Honor.
Thank you. So who did this? Who abused state resources?
These were the state officers. For example, the CSs who were present during that voting day. There was Wahome, CS Wahome. There was the CSO. There was Mana. They were using official cars. Although all number plates had been removed, we couldn't tell even what was happening. In fact, it was even difficult for IBC to enforce the electoral code of conduct. When you enforce the electoral code of conduct, even when all vehicles are removed number plates, you don't know the owners.
Did IBC tell you that they were not able to?
You are not.
Did they tell you?
How even
Did
you,
they
how
tell
can
you?
you identify?
Did they tell you? That's the question.
How can you, it's not possible. I think that is even a
So you're the one answering for IBC.
Yes, I'm answering because it's not possible.
All right. Now, is Honorable Ruku a registered member, a registered voter in MBEERE North?
It must be. I think it's 40.
At Vituburi? So when he was at Kitiburi, he was at his polling station.
He was at his polling station or
Polling station. And so So by going to Getibori, you did not misuse state resources. Correct?
The misuse of state resources is not just for the deploy alone, it is how they were using all those vehicles during that
My
campaign.
question was specific. Just answer my question. It was a very specific one. By going to Getibori, did he abuse state resources?
The purpose for him,
Yes or no?
yes,
He abused.
yes,
What resources did he abuse?
yes, they are using state, they are using government vehicles.
Is he
Not
assigned?
coming alone to
Is Honorable Ruku assigned a government vehicle?
mass.
Must be. Right? And there's a rule that he should not go to vote driving in that vehicle.
Anything they established.
No,
Me, I don't know. Me, I
You're the one
don't know.
alleging. You are the one alleging.
Me, I don't know.
You need to educate us. You need to educate us.
Your Honor, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes.
All right. Are you aware that your party leader, Debi Musuli, is a retired state officer?
Yes, it is. I can't set up that true.
Okay. And are you aware that he is also assigned government vehicles? Did he use the government vehicle to go around himself?
I don't know.
You don't know. But you know the vehicle he was using? You have the numbers? The vehicle he was using? You
I
don't
don't
have.
have the numbers.
Alright. I put it to you that he was also using a government vehicle to bring around. What do you say to that?
I don't know.
You don't know. And in that case, you don't think he also abused the resources? You don't think so?
Can you abuse the resources? That is what is assigned to him, and he is a retired officer.
Thank you. But it was an abuse for Roko to use the vehicle he's assigned.
You see,
Yes,
He said he doesn't know whether he had a state vehicle.
yes.
So all those questions are not recorded.
fair enough. Honorable Kariuki, as I sit down to give my colleagues a chance to examine you. Are you aware that Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome was born and brought up in Liando? Are you aware?
I don't know.
You don't know. So that on the voting day she was actually home.
She's not a voter yet.
I'm not talking about a voter, I'm talking about being at home.
We have no problem with them being at Rihanna, Your Honor. What we are saying is what they are doing when they come there. We have a problem with the violence that they are causing. Even if they would have come there, they would be as silent.
Relax, Mheshimiwa. We were dealing with the abuse of state resources. I don't have yet for you, my colleague.
The command for the correspondence.
Yes, agree for the four respondents. Good afternoon, Mr. Kariuki.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, in line with my duty, I will be seeking some responses from you
Yes, Your Honor.
with regard to the matters that you have brought for adjudication.
Yes, Your Honor.
And as an officer of the court, my role is to ensure that justice is done to all the parties in the suit.
And all of
Whether the
this.
petitioner, whether, allow me, I'll ask you a question, I'm just making a comment. Allow me. I'll pose a question to you subsequently. So my role is just to ensure that everybody gets justice. That's what
Our client gets justice. Not everybody.
That's what I've sworn oath that I do justice.
There is no such a oath. You are here specifically for a certain candidate.
Currently, I'm representing the fourth respondent,
Very well.
but as an advocate of this court, I have an extra duty to ensure that justice is universally served. That's why we are court officers of the court. And maybe the representing the fourth respondent today, and then tomorrow I'll be representing the petitioner. You never know, because we are under a duty to ensure that justice is served.
That is true.
Yeah, so just relax. Feel at home as you answer the questions. Answer them to the best of your ability. Where you are not sure, don't hesitate to say so. But as much as you can, provide information to this honorable court that will make sure that we get a just determination of the issues in question. Now, I see your petition is against one, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, John Mwekenywa, that is Jero Mawira, and Jero Wamuthende. So why have you sued the first respondent, the IBC?
Because the way they conducted the election, it could not be verified.
Okay. Why have you sued the second respondent?
Because he was also involved.
Why have you sued the third respondent?
Who is the man?
The third respondent is Curtis Jero Mawira.
He is also involved.
Why have you sued Jero Wamuthende?
Just because he's a beneficiary.
So these are the people who bear responsibility as far as you're concerned.
Yes.
So these are the people who bear the burden
As per this petition.
of this petition.
Yes.
Such that if there is anybody else who would bear responsibility, you would ensure that he's listed as a respondent.
No, I know also you cannot allow that a person who is not there. I know also you cannot allow.
But if somebody has offended the process, the electoral process, the law will entitle you to sue them.
Correct.
I want to take you to the petition that you have lodged before court at ground number 4. At paragraph 28. Where you indicate that a failure to deploy the printed register of voters resulted in a lawful disenfranchisement of duly registered voters, undermined accuracy, and so on it proceeds. So who are the voters who are unlawfully disenfranchised? You know any?
By name?
Yes, by name.
No, you are not.
My Lord Kirago Aduta, I think some of those questions are for purposes of time management. Some of the issues that Mr. Kashufa dealt with and Mr. Mongera, there's no need of repeating the same question. Because the court will right then find the same thing elsewhere. That question has been asked about 8 times. So let Mr. Kamova please deal with what has not been dealt with so that we can move forward.
Let's move ahead. I don't want to interrupt him.
And my Lord, we restrained ourselves when the petitioner's case was being agitated, but we find so many interventions when we are making our cross-examination. It
is expected during cross-examination.
Here there will be time for examination. So we will request the counsel for the petitioner to save the issues for re-examination. We are at liberty to ask all the questions we seek to, we need to ask. So let the witness now answer whether you know of any person who was disenfranchised.
We are looking at paragraph 20.
At paragraph 28.
Your Honor, there is a query which we have repeatedly mentioned here, whereby a certain voter turned up to go and vote because he had voted during 2022 in general election, only to find that she cannot make up a vote.
What's the name of the voter?
She has been transferred outside Level County.
What's the name of the voter?
Somebody, Cecilia, I don't know. Cecilia, can't remember.
Would you be referring to Sister Murugi Jagi?
Correct.
So Sister Murugi Jagi has sworn an affidavit in support of your case. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she indicates that she has consistently voted at Gikuyari polling station in every election since the year 2002. So then it would mean that she is a registered voter in Gikuyari.
Correct.
And that she would appear in the register of voters.
Correct.
You have supplied this honorable court with a register of voters. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, I have the copy of the register that you have supplied to this honorable court, and specifically flag the section where we have the Karish police station. So you could point to the court where the name of Sisre Murugi Jagi appears in the register. Either using your register or I can assist you with the register that you have supplied to court.
It doesn't appear. You see what we are saying, Your Honor, is that the register was tampered with. That those people who voted in 2022 would find themselves already, their names already removed.
Okay.
A case in the point is
Just a moment. So is Sisre Murugi Jagi registered as a voter in the register you are provided to vote?
Cicely,
Yes or no?
she voted in 2022. That is our
Please, let's say on time, because the court has limited time. So if I want for the details of proof,
I'll look for it.
but for now, I'm asking whether she is one Sisri Mururi Jagi. Does she appear as a registered voter in the register?
She is not a voter anymore. She has been removed. That is what I'm saying. She is not.
In the register that you
She is
provided?
not.
The register you have provided is a register for 2022. Is that correct?
That is why we are saying it has been tampered with. She is
Just-
not.
Just a moment. Answer my question. You have supplied the register for 2022 to the court. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Sisre is not in the register that you supplied.
Yes, she has been removed. That is what we are saying.
So she is not in the
She is
register.
not.
So that now, when she is not in the register, it was not possible for her name to appear.
Correct.
Thank you. And she has indicated that she has consistently voted at Kikuyari. Is that correct?
Yes.
And on this occasion, when she presented herself to vote, the name was not in the register.
Correct.
And the register is for 2022.
The name was not in the King's. Not registered. There was no physical register.
Yes, it was not in the Kings and it's not in the register. Is that correct? Answer yes or no?
They did not counter check. There was no physical register. She was not in the Kings.
You've confirmed that she's not in this register that you presented. Is that the correct thing?
Yes.
Okay. So now, it would mean that the rest of the information provided in her affidavit with regard to her registration status is incorrect.
I object to that. Also, I don't think he can answer that question. He's not the registrar. That is for the registrar to answer. FYEC. His would be an opinion which I will not record. You can answer it. Give whatever opinion you want, I will not record it. He can't answer that question.
Yes, I'm posing the question in relation to the affidavit.
No, that you can raise with the witness. He doesn't, he can't speak on behalf of her affidavit. He can't.
All right.
Whatever he says about her affidavit is irrelevant.
I'm guided by law.
Yeah.
So I'll proceed to pose the next question. The information provided to you by Cicely Murwijage that she is a registered voter in the PETITION does not carry with the register. Is that correct?
You see, you are putting it wrong. You are putting it wrong.
Yes, if it's wrong, just say it's wrong. Say no or yes.
For that purpose, we are saying something different from what he is asking on. What we are saying.
No. Okay, wait for another question.
Yes.
We are saying from the register you've supplied, the 2022 register, for one reason or the other, whether because she was removed or the register was altered, Cicely is not in the register you have supplied. Is that the position?
Yes.
Not clear about that one. So, then we shall move to your affidavit. At paragraph 17 of the affidavit.
His affidavit.
Yes. Paragraph 17 of the affidavit in support of both the petition and the application. Paragraph 17.
That page 19.
So the one I have by law doesn't seem to be serialized. What I can note is that it is paragraph 17 of the affidavit in support of the petition.
Okay, yeah, that's page 19.
So at paragraph 17, you have deponed that at the briefing, the chairman of the first respondent also admitted to massive political interference in the by-elections by politicians, by the commission stated it improvised with means not prescribed, under the law to ensure that everyone voted. Is that still your position?
Yes, you see that.
Was the chairman, to the best of your knowledge, present in any of the polling stations?
It wasn't, but in certain briefings here, there's a clip what he said.
What he is saying is in support of your petition in your belief?
Not in support of my belief, but what he was saying is that there was, what he was saying is that in that election, there were politicians who were trying to influence.
Is the chairman listed, is the chairman of the respondent listed as your witness? Is he coming up as your witness?
No, but what we have is that we have a
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, don't expound, eh? If I want further exposition, I will kindly seek that you do so. Let's go to paragraph 85 of the same affidavit. You have mentioned that at Kaungu Primary School, primary polling station, there was the fourth respondent in the company of Honorable Cecil MBEERE, Honorable Karemba, in the company of armed men who stormed the polling station during voting and started assaulting voters.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how did they assault the voters? Did they do it jointly or individually?
The people accompanying them.
So you confirm that the fourth respondent did not assault anyone?
Not permanent.
Yes.
No.
Honorable Cecil MBEERE, did she assault anybody?
No.
Honorable Karemba?
No.
You have talked about one James Murray at paragraph 86. And you say that he was shot in the arm by a stray bullet.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have indicated in your documents that he has supplied some documents.
Yes, and he's a witness.
Yes, you have indicated that he has applied a copy of treatment notes.
Yes.
Are you able to exhibit them, the page where they are,
Unless I'm assistant.
through assistance of your counsel?
Yes, we have a medical report from James Murray.
What page? Which page?
2458. Yes.
458.
2458.
2458.
Those seem to have that page in the documents supplied to us.
Yes, some of the documents that were not clear during the trial, then we resupplied. So perhaps, yeah, we can give some physical copies to court and to counsel in some separate pages because the initial one was not legible.
Right. Can I look?
Yeah, you can use mine.
So now that you have listed James Muridi as a witness, we will spare you the duty to do what he will do when it comes. Then we go to paragraph 88. That's 87. Where you have stated on oath that the voters mostly polling stations generally perceived to be the petitioner's strongholds were intimidated, causing several to abandon voting. Are you aware of any voter who abandoned voting?
At Kaongo,
Anyway,
at Kaongo, Your Honor, that is where violence was.
okay, so let me pose my question clearly again. Are you aware of
In
any
the person,
allow the question to come? Are you aware of any voter who abandoned voting?
in person,
Yes.
by name,
Yes.
no.
Then we go to paragraph 88. That the Kenamu polling station, Honorable Karish Wakome, then there's a lot of information I will not read verbatim, harassed the agents of the petitioner and the voters, and they assaulted some voters. So who was harassed by Honorable Karish Wakome?
The people accompanying Honorable were not Karish Waome in person.
So Honorable Karish Wakome never assaulted or harassed anyone. Who are the people who accompanied her?
Can't remember.
We don't know any. Who are the people assaulted?
There is, I can't remember by name, but there is a person.
You can't remember by name.
Yeah.
At paragraph 89, you indicated that at Chicago Social Hall, Honorable Eric Wamumbi stormed in the police station with the rowdy youths causing commotion as residents sought him to leave, and a confrontation emanated as gunshots were fired by persons accompanying him. So what time did Honorable Wamumbi get to Chicago Social Hall police station?
Can't remember the time.
Who are the people in his company? Do you know anyone?
No.
Then we go to paragraph 19. You talk about deployment of police officers. It was your testimony that you have never seen such a number of police officers deployed in an election.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many police officers did you see?
I mean, I never counted by the many.
So you don't know the number.
No. It's only the one who provided it.
We move to paragraph 93, number 93. where you have informed that the fourth respondent had placed his agents in polling stations for purposes of paying bribes to the voters, whereby a voter would be paid between Kenya shillings 200 and 5,000 on condition that they would agree to surrender their national identity card to avert their will. Is that your statement?
Your Honor, since I don't have a particular person we can do away with that.
So we strike out
We can strike out that.
paragraph 93.
Yes, Your Honor.
So my lord, we say that paragraph 93 be marked as struck out.
My lord, an application such as that will perhaps.
The witness, I just said it. You can't override a witness.
But my lord, suppose.
Unless you are going to take instructions that contravene, you can't. He's a witness.
Mr.
And he's
Hiro,
testifying, he's a witness.
Yes, my lord.
He is making testimony that he wants something removed.
But my lord,
He may not have been advised.
yeah, what will be the purpose of the re-exam? And how shall we deal with the re-exam when such an issue has arisen and a council has made an application?
You can raise it in your examination and he can reinstate it.
Yeah, the council then cannot make an application to strike
It
it
is not an
out.
application to strike out.
Was that
He just said that he has struck out, which is what I'm recording.
Yes, my lord.
In your examination, you can correct the position.
Most of like,
Yes.
as long as an
Don't
application is
forget,
not placed.
don't forget. This is his evidence.
Yes, my lord.
He is changing his evidence. He can still change it again.
That's correct, my lord.
And you will have the opportunity to do
We are
that.
most obliged.
I don't know why people are panicking.
No, we are not panicking. Only that I would not have allowed council to make an application such as that because it could have actually been prejudicial to us and it would have made the examination meaningless.
Okay.
Most obliged.
in the fullness of time, the learned counsel, Mr. Jiro, and the learned counsel, Mr. Wafuta, may have to take the dog because they want to testify. So, for the avoidance of doubt, the witness is clear that paragraph 93 is B and is hereby abandoned and struck out. We move now to paragraph 94. And this was from paragraph 93, whereby it stated that further the said agents would bribe the voters on condition that they declared that they were illiterate and in need of assisted voting. This led to an exhaustion of oaths of secrecy forms due to inexplicable influx of persons allegedly in need of assisted voting. From your understanding, Mr. Kariuki,
Yes, Your Honor.
is there a specific number in law of assisted voters that should be allowed in a particular polling station?
No.
So there's no maximum.
No.
So if all the voters are in need of assistance, the law allows them to be assisted.
Yeah.
You allege that there were agents who would bribe the voters on condition that you have outlined. Who are those agents?
There are agents.
Just by name, by way of name. Just by way of
No,
name.
by name and I don't have.
You don't have the names. Yes. What about those who are bribed? Do you know them?
By name.
Yes. No. So would you then be minded that paragraph 94 suffers the same predicament as paragraph 93?
No.
So that one you wanted to stay alive,
Yes.
even if it is breathless. Huh?
No, it is alive.
Now, paragraph 95. You have talked about a gentleman known as Digadoro, who was not a registered voter, who was engaging in bribery of voters
in favor of the fourth respondent.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have said that he approached two voters, namely Stephen Kiarie and Susan Keddy, with an offer for 200 if they would vote for the fourth respondent and take photographs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did Stephen Kiarie take the offer for 200 shillings?
He declined.
He declined. Did Susan Kenny take the offer of 200?
He declined.
He declined. Did either Stephen Kiarie or Susan Kenny take photographs?
He didn't.
They did. Is Stephen Kiarie lined up as your witness?
He's not.
Is Susan Kenny lined up as your witness?
She's not.
So we might never ever get to see them or hear them. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What about Bigger Doro? Do you know this man? Bigger Doro, do you know him?
Personally, I don't know him.
You don't know him.
Yes.
Who identified him to you?
Who are agents?
Which agent in particular?
That agent for that organization, Your Honor, is also not here. It's not lined up for.
He's also not lined up as a witness.
Yeah.
Then, well done. That one is well addressed. You've addressed it properly. Then we go to paragraph 96. That at Kaungu polling station within our ward, one Mr. Kitinji, an agent of the fourth respondent, was blatantly distributed, because there is a grammatical error there, money in Kenya shillings 500 denominations, influencing voters entering the station. Do you know Mr. Kitinji?
I don't know Mr. Kennedy, Your Honor.
You don't know Mr. Kitinji, but you know that he was distributing money. Is that correct?
It's important, but still again, I don't have.
So you heard that he was distributing money.
Yeah.
Right. Then we go to paragraph 97. It is your evidence that at the Kiburi polling station, upon close of voting, the presiding officer informed the agents that Honorable Geoffrey Kerengaroko, the present CS of Public Service, who is also the immediate former member member of the National Assembly for MBEERE North constituency, had given directions that vote counting was not to begin until he arrived. He arrived later with rowdy youths who attacked and ejected the agents of the petitioner and other candidates from the polling station. He proceeded to oversee the counting and the tallying of the votes without the participation of my agents. So it is your evidence that CS Rocco oversaw the counting of votes in Kituguri.
We have a witness for that. I was not there, Your Honor.
Because I'm looking at your affidavit. If it was the affidavit of the witness, I would have spared you because I don't want to subject you to too much pressure. And now, if we don't get the answer from you now, the other witness will not be able to respond on your affidavit.
This information is coming from the agent.
So you are told, right?
Yeah, I was told.
So you are also told, but never saw CS Rocco tallying the votes.
Never saw.
You never saw him tallying the votes. You indicate that he arrived with rowdy youths who had attacked and ejected the agents of the petitioner and other candidates.
Yes.
So CS Rocco ejected the agents,
Yes, I was told by the agent.
as you were told,
Yes, Your Honor.
but not as you saw.
I never saw it. I was not there.
Okay. But you did not deem it necessary to indicate that you were told.
You see, agent is my representative.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, so at Igitiburi, another question had been posed. Who was your agent at Igitiburi?
That was Mr. Gilbert. And I think it's like a karaoke for the other polling station. But we have Gilbert as a witness for this case.
Gilbert, do you have his witness statement? Can you to us if you have it, because we don't have the witness statement for Gilbert? You have that statement for Gilbert? All right, then in the meantime, we can, as you have plans to check for that, we can move because Itiburi has been mentioned now several paragraphs, 97, 98, 100, 107, 109. So we want to straighten up there. At paragraph 98, you have indicated that from 35A from the Itiburi polling station 1 and 2 within the ward left the polling stations without the signature of my agents who were assaulted and expelled by PS Rocco. The form 35A were allegedly signed by Simon Kariuki Namu as an agent of the Democratic Party. However, the signatures were forged. Is that your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is Simon Kariuki Namu known to you?
Not really, but I know him not much, but for the purpose of this election, we were able to meet.
So you met. Simon Kariuki Namu has sworn an affidavit to support your petition. You can be shown by your counsel the affidavit of Simon Kariuki Namu. You can retrieve it or your counsel can show you. And if not, then I will assist you in disclosing what has been informed. So Simon Kariuki Namu begins by saying that I am a registered voter at Itiburi Primary Stream 2.
Okay.
Now, is it entry the
Document
had written 83.
83. Simon Kariuki Namu.
So Simon Kariuki Namu. You are there now?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, he says he's a registered voter at Kitiburi. Then at paragraph 3, he says that I was there at the time the polling station was opened. There were 2 agents in my polling station, and I was thus advised only the other agent, Michael Murithi Jue, would be accepted as an agent for the Democratic Party of Kenya. And then he goes ahead and says, I did not sign the polling station diary, only Michael Murithi signed as an agent. Then we go to the form 35A of Kitiburi. So at form 35 will show that Simon K. Namu did sign for Kitiburi Primary School Police Station 1, and he also signed for Kitiburi Primary School Polling Station number 2. But the Michael Murithi, who you are saying signed as an agent, did not sign.
He had already been chased away. And you see, he has also confirmed here that he was not an agent during that day. And that is what we are saying.
Was Simon Namu an agent?
He wasn't, because he was never allowed to enter, he not even signed on the diary. The one who signed is Gilbert.
So he didn't enter the...
Yes, how he came to sign, I don't know. And this is affidavit and will be coming here as a witness.
Okay, because at paragraph 5, he says that the voting closed at 5 p.m. The presiding officer told us that there were no counting and tallying, which was to begin before CPS Roko arrived. This at 5 p.m. He's being told by the presiding officer that there will be no tallying. And he was at the polling station at 6 a.m. Then he proceeds to say, we went for a small break, then went in as agents. Including the ones that were outside during the day.
You know what I'm saying is that, from the one go, he was not an agent, and he has confirmed here. But later you hear him now saying, entering as an agent. How can he be an agent on a process that he never oversaw?
So
he
then,
will be coming here for process examination as a witness. This is affidavit.
So then, we are in agreement that what you have stated and what Simon is stating is not the same thing.
It's the same. I'm maintaining that he was not an agent, and all through you have seen he is not an agent, and at around 5, or for the purposes of counting, is being fetched somewhere to go as an agent. He will be able to explain when he comes here, because this is an affidavit, it's not my affidavit.
Yeah, only that you are the one who has filed it.
Yeah, and that is why I still.
If you have filed an affidavit, and your affidavit is sworn, right? It is sworn, it's not just a statement, it's a sworn affidavit.
It is a sworn affidavit, Your Honor, and that's
wait a minute. The sworn affidavit, and he says we went in as agents. So he says he went in as agents, and that explains why he signed as the agent of the Democratic Party. Do you agree or do you not agree?
I don't agree.
Let's now go to the affidavit of Michael Murithi Jue.
Maybe just to clarify, did you have an agent appointed for that station?
Yes, Your Honor, he is a witness in this case.
So at paragraph 99, you have indicated that the two agents of BP for purposes of the Tiguri polling station, as can be confirmed from the polling station diary, were Michael Morelli Jue and Gilbert Bwiga Gary, were expelled from the polling station before counting and tallying, where the presiding officers were superintended by CS Roko and armed goons in absence of my agents.
I stand by that.
So your agent was one Michael Morelli Jue and Gilbert Bwiga Gary.
Correct, that is what I'm saying.
And Gilbert Bwiga Gary is not listed as a witness.
Not be witness listed, but we have Gilbert.
Let me correct here. Is Gilbert Bwiga Gary listed as one of their witnesses? Alright, not. Here, Michael Morelli Jue, you are saying that Michael Morelli Jue and Gilbert Bwiga were expelled.
Yes, I will.
That's your position.
Yes, my position.
But Michael doesn't believe you. Michael, in his affidavit, if you can look at it, you can go through the whole of the affidavit. Michael does not at any point mention or recall being expelled from the police station. This is the affidavit of Michael Morelli Jue.
Is there a page number?
76 handwritten.
Page 76.
Michael Morelli Jue.
You have seen that affidavit? Is there anywhere he says he was expelled?
Is it Jue or Lev?
It's Michael Morelli Jue.
Sorry, my lord, that's a wrong one. That's Michael Morelli.
This is Chicago Social Hall.
Yeah, this is the session. These are mix-up of the numbers.
Have you found the affidavit? Also, we refer time, because he's the one who is.
Yeah, let's just use it.
Just note that the time is running there, the account to be that is the one for the petition.
That's the start. Let's just use it on CTS.
But basically, there is no mention of expulsion. We can leave it at that. If you are in doubt, then you can show us where he has talked about expulsion.
This is Michael Morelli who?
This is affidavit of Michael Morelli Jue.
Jue.
Michael Morelli Jue.
So that's the affidavit which is at 76. That refers to Siakago.
Yes, the one that says it refers to Social Hall, Chicago Police Station.
Are we at Chicago? I thought we were at Ketivoli. These names are almost the same, Mike, Joy and Gary, Joy.
Oh, we have moved on. We are now at Chicago.
The question relates to the lordship, to Gatibori.
Yeah, that is where I was also.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Because we were talking about Michael Mredi Njue and Gilbert Ngari,
Yes.
and this was all in connection with Gatibori.
Yes.
So if this one is social hall, it must be the wrong name.
But it's a document that we have been supplied with by
Right.
the petitioners.
So, but we cannot refer to it for Gatibori.
But his,
So if the witness is coming, we will have to be shown his affidavit,
Yes.
which is not this one.
so, my lord, I'm looking at paragraph 99 of the petitioner's affidavit.
Yes.
So it is there that the petitioner alleges that the two agents of BP for purposes of the Tiburi police station, as can be confirmed from the police station diary, were Michael Muredi Jue.
Right.
It is the evidence
And
of
that's fine.
the petition.
What you cannot use is this affidavit. Because this one is for somebody at Chicago.
Yeah.
Could be the same name.
Yes.
Don't know. What?
It's all right. If
your
that's
case-
a position,
your case should
then
be-
let me be shown the affidavit
Exactly.
for Tiburi.
Yeah. That's what you can ask. Tell them to provide the evidence of Michael Morevi Njue of Kitiburi.
My lord, Kiragu Aduta, I've just been informed that we don't have that affidavit. The evidence is in the police station diary. That's the reference.
Well, now that you can't use that as evidence.
Yes.
But what the answer he can give
Yes.
on your instruction is that that person is not coming to give evidence.
But my lord, in respect to that particular police station, the evidence that we have is that of Simon Karish. Is the affidavit that would be relevant in this particular case.
No.
But my lord,
Sorry, counsel. I'm at paragraph 99.
yes, my lord.
Paragraph 99, which talks of Gitibori polling station, and that's where we wind.
Yes, my lord.
Those two people, only Gilbert, if he has an affidavit, is coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Is that the correct position?
The correct-
Then we can leave that paragraph.
Sorry,
Everything else.
the applicator that is not there. The one for
The correct position of my lord is that was the agent at the polling station. That is the correct position. The pleadings deponent, the deponent contained on that affidavit. The witnesses, that was his witness. That was his agent.
Michael Morevi Njue.
Yes, that's what he says.
At Gitibori.
Yes, but now the person coming to recount what exactly happened is a witness already lined up by the name of Simon. Come on,
Let's give counsel. Can you take us back to paragraph 99? We finish with this. Paragraph 99.
Paragraph 99. It is deponed that two agents of VP for purposes of Vitiburi polling station, as can be confirmed from the polling station diary, were Michael Muribi Njue and Gilbert Twiga. There's a grammatical error there. Were expelled from the polling station before counting and tallying, where the presiding officers were superintended by CS Rocco and armed goons in the absence of my agents. So the question I posed to the witness is with regard to the fact that the affidavit available in the name of Michael Muredi Njue does not mention whatsoever about extraction.
You can't jump to that.
That
You have jumped to somebody else's affidavit. The affidavit at 76 relates to somebody who was at Chicago. But you can ask him a question about the Michael Moridi who was at Gitibori. Where is he?
Mr. Witness, the Michael Murray do it. Who was at the voice? Why is he?
Me, I have Gilbert for this, for the purpose of this. I have Gilbert.
So you don't have Michael Murray do it. You don't have
I
the
don't have him here.
So Michael already.
do it. It's fictitious.
No.
No, he said that.
Michael already Njue of Gitibori will not be coming to court.
Yeah,
Correct.
that must cease from testifying.
Professor Karish, we shall never see Michael Murray as confirmed by the witness.
Yeah.
Now, you confirm that Gilbert Dwiga Gary is not lined up as a witness.
Gilbert is a witness.
Where is the witness affidavit?
Is there?
Get it. So that he doesn't suffer the tragedy of Michael Murray Njue.
My Lord, again, I've been informed, this is Kirago Aduta, for those two agents, none of them will be coming as a witness.
So further, Gilbert Ndwiga Ngari, can you confirm that Gilbert Ndwiga Ngari will not be coming to court?
Yes.
Witness,
If they have changed, it's fine.
what do you mean if they have changed?
Because I left him as a witness, Your Honor. Even
But
yesterday, I don't
his
know.
affidavit here. Just discuss with your lawyer, because the answer is required.
Yes, Your Honor. You can provide it after lunch. I'm even,
Meeting is closed a long time ago.
My Lord, in this instance, I can allow Mr. Watuga to testify.
I've been asked to go past, but it's clear now. It's clear now.
Is that affidavit here of Gilbert?
No, my Lord.
So you will not be coming to
We
you will
testify?
not be coming, Your Honor.
We have
Gilbert
another witness.
Ndwiga Ngari will also not be coming to testify.
We have another witness instead.
So then, where does that leave us? It means that paragraph 99 has no substance left in the absence of Michael Murray Njue and Gilbert Ndwiga Ngari. Do you agree?
There will be a witness for that purpose. Or there will be a witness for it.
In another paragraph, isn't it? Not this one, eh? Because those are the people who are supplying the material, the need for paragraph 99. So that if there's another witness, you still hear the witness. You accept to hear the other witness.
There is a witness for that purpose.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. We just note that there is no such witness. My Lord, I'm being drawn to the attention
Oh, yes.
of our
It is 1:00. That's according to our schedule, it should be lunch break now. Can we take the 1 hour? Come back at 2:05. Is that okay?
yes, I shall proceed with the witness thereafter.